Welcome, everybody, to another episode of EPL on
Class is in session, hitting the books on PUBSPORTS.
This is another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. Bang, bang. What's going on, guys? You are tuned into another edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. So I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Danny Betts. We're to break down this weekend's, unfortunately, pay-per-view main event as we have the return of Terence Crawford taking on David Avanesyan. Before we get into that, let's recap last weekend's fights. Got one right. Got an unfortunate decision loss in the other bout. But we'll go over the fight we got right first. Tyson Fury, like we thought, gets it done. Knocks out Derek Chisora in the, I believe it was 10th round. Danny, thoughts on Fury's fight? And where will he go from here?
Fury looked good. He looked sharp, doing his thing. Like everybody knew this fight should not happen, but Chisora, he's just tough. He's tough as hell. He could take a beating. That fight could have been stopped way earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he got finished in the 10th round. In the second fight, I think it was against Fury. But Fury looked good. His hands and combinations, footwork still there. Power. I was just excited afterwards, the little post interview, and Usyk went on by ringside, and they were face to face, and Fury's, calling him a pussy and all this other shit, calling him out. So hopefully we get that fight next. That'll be awesome. That's what I'm waiting for. I mean, it's not much to say, man. Like the ref was itching to stop this fight, and it was about time. Like the commentary was like, dude, like he's taking a beating, just stop it. He could have stopped it like in the 6th or 7th, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Nick in the chat, what's going on, Nick? And we got a new member here, Saran Terry. Thank you, Mr. Terry, for becoming a member of We Be Pubbin'. Yeah, Fury kind of did what we thought. He was juiced to get the knockout, so he gets the knockout. Glad he won, knocks him out. And as you said, hopefully gets that fight with Usyk. Usyk looks to be the clear number 2 right now at heavyweight. The weight discrepancy, the height discrepancy, it's going to be very difficult. That's why Fury is number 1 right now. But curious to see what the line will be. And ideally, they make that fight because we thought Crawford was going to fight someone else not this weekend. But the plan was for him to fight someone else. Instead, we get the fight that we get. Other fight, Chocolatito loses a close, disputed decision against Estrada. Kind of gave up some early rounds, got back in the fight, close fight. I think it was probably the right decision. Fortunately, Chocolatito was juiced, so if you laid it, tough. But I know we both like that parlay, but Chocolatito couldn't get it done. Thoughts on the fight, his performance, and future there?
Man, I wish my brother would have recorded me because I was watching it with him at the bar or whatever, and I'm throwing shit. I threw a couple cups or whatever. Because, dude, I don't know why. I got to hear some interviews or something, but I don't know why Gonzalez started so slow. Mm-hmm. He gave up basically the first half of the fight. I mean, pretty much 5 rounds, minimum in my eyes. Then he started picking it up, 7th round, 8th round, 9th round. I think what lost him the fight, I thought Estrada won. Obviously, he didn't start great. Gonzalez didn't. So, obviously, that's the biggest part why he lost. But the last 2 rounds, too, he was on his way to be either a draw or him winning by 1 round. But I thought he lost by 2. I gave Estrada the last 2 rounds. He finished strong. He overcame the little storm that Gonzalez gave him in the mid rounds, and Estrada he ended the trilogy, man. He won clearly in this one. I know the second fight we all thought Gonzalez won, which he did personally, but shout out to Estrada, man. He showed up. I think it was just I think it was just a bad game plan by Gonzalez or the coaches, or I really don't know. I really don't know what happened in the first 6 rounds with him.
Yeah, that's kind of like Tank, right? Tank kind of fights like that, where Tank will let the opponent take some rounds off him, and then once he gets the timing and he has that one-shot power to take him out. Aiden in the chat.
Ah, dude, you almost had it, dude. Literally, because one judge had a draw, the other two didn't. The other two gave it to Estrada, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean that's a great bet. Hey, at least there's a free bet, right?
Right, yeah.
So
you could have lost 4 units like me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's brutal. That's
brutal. Man, it was,
but that was a good bet by Aiden. I agree. I did think Estrada deserved the fight, wins the fight. See the future there, right? I know our guy Bam. I believe he has a fight coming up. I don't know if he's moving up or not, but yeah. So he vacated the title to compete at flyweight.
He went back down. Yeah, I think.
So yeah, he's probably not there yet.
I heard they were talking. The commentary were talking about which side. I would agree. That would be a nice fight. Franco against Gonzalez, and then Estrada. I'm not even sure who he's gonna fight.
I'd have to look at the rankings. I'm not too familiar with a lot of the lower level guys. Besides, like Carlos Cuadras is in there. I'm sure there's a couple others. Then Aiden, another draw bet that.
Ooh, that's another one.
White was lucky to get that decision. Dylan White is not a great boxer. He's an old man, and it's just not good. Go ahead.
I personally thought Franklin slightly won that fight, but I mean, I could have saw a draw too. So you could have had 2 draws right there, bro. Even though Estrada in my eyes won by 2 rounds, but it's still close fights.
Yeah. Getting those huge plus odds for sure. And then he did bring up Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg is actually on this card. Yeah. She is a minus 5,000 favorite against, I believe, I don't know if she fought this girl in MMA or not, but I know this girl fought in MMA too.
She's a can, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I gotta look her up. Nikki, I don't know if you're there. This girl might be the girl that
Kate Zingano she fought. And Julia Budd. Yeah, she fought Kate Zingano. I think in Kate Zingano's recent fight.
Do you see any cancellations, like fight-wise? Who was she supposed to fight?
Who?
The
Cyborg?
No, her opponent. Because I feel like she was supposed to fight Harrison at one point, but she came overweight.
Oh, you could be correct.
Is that her?
You could be correct. I'm not. Let me look.
If that's her, dude, me and Nick were at the Titan fights. We were supposed that was gonna be the main event, but she came over like 8 pounds or something like that. If it's her.
Yeah, no, it's not showing on Typology, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was just saying, if it's her too, she's gonna get murdered.
Yeah, that card. And Aiden saying, if I can get a round 1 KO on Cyborg, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's going to be heavily juiced, but that should be the expected outcome. We can move on then. Terence Crawford, he returns first and only fight this year, unfortunately. You wish he would have fought at least one other time. He's taking on David Avanesyan.
Avanesyan, I think that's what you said.
Avanesyan. Yeah, I watched his fight in England. He knocked out I just watched it. Like the Olympic guy. Josh Kelly. That's what he knocked out in round 6.
Oh, Josh Kelly, yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that fight today. Current odds, we have mybookie.ag. As always, if you guys need a book, use mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS. 50% deposit bonus, match credit, debit, 100% Bitcoin. Use the Bitcoin up to $1,000. Terence Crawford is minus 2,000. His opponent plus 700. Round prop 7.5. Juice to the under at minus 140. I think it's pretty clear cut where I'm going. I'm assuming it'll probably be pretty clear cut where you are going, Danny. But what are you thinking here? You think we could see an upset, or Crawford going to steamroll this guy back home in Omaha?
I'm going with the upset. Yeah, no, I'm joking.
It's like, no way. No way. No.
Man, I feel some type of way because we all know we're supposed to get Crawford versus Spence.
Yes.
A lot of drama. I really don't want to talk about it, but whatever. He got this fight, if I'm Crawford, you're supposed to fight one of the other greats out there in Spence, and you pick this guy, which he's not bad. Like, he's been knocked out one time, he lost 3 times, been knocked out once by Mean Machine. Which Mean Machine actually hurt Crawford one time when they fought. I think it was in the 6th round that Mean Machine knocked this dude out. So I think Crawford's got to make a statement here. Everybody's talking shit. Obviously I'm one of them. He's supposed to fight Spence, and you take this paycheck and fight this guy. You gotta get this guy out of here the first half of the fight. I don't care what you say. I'm talking about four latest 7th round. So the bookies know that. So that's why they put it at 7.5. I'm looking for round props. He starts a little bit slow in my eyes with Crawford. So I think he's gonna pick him apart. He's just better overall. Like, he switches stances. He's got good footwork, got good power. Spence is like he should be the next fight after this, hopefully. But Crawford, I think he gets him out of there like around 5-6 rounds in my eyes. If he doesn't, it'll be a huge disappointment in my eyes, and people are gonna be more mad at him and talk his shit. So I'm looking for round props. Maybe like 5 or 7. Maybe get 3 rounds. I don't know what the odds are at because I didn't even see the over under. You told me that. So on my bookie, you didn't have it for me.
Yeah. Shout out to Nate in the chat. What's going on, Nate? Nate's Celtics looking very, very good. Jason Tatum.
Don't get him started, bro.
Yeah, Jason Tatum. I don't know what the odds are, but Tatum for MVP would not be a bad bet right now. I watched the Kelly fight. This guy was getting hit left and right.
Yeah.
He couldn't avoid a punch. He only
like
won
Kelly, bro.
Yeah, and he only won the fight because Kelly just was being stupid and put it in like his chin right like out there, and then he got cracked a couple times. They didn't expect to be hurt by that power, and then got dropped. So Crawford, I expect really if Crawford goes to the body early.
Yeah,
I expect this fight to be over by like round 4. I like the under a lot. I think Crawford knows what he needs to do. Big time fight back at home in Omaha, pay-per-view. We don't get the Spence fight, so you want to be because I've told everyone I would bet Spence over Crawford. Personally, I think
save that for another video, bro.
Yeah, I know, but we'll see if they even make the fight. But Crawford, so current odds, so you can do 4 to 6, so you can't do 5 to 7, but 4 to 6 is plus 270. So not great, but
it's not bad.
Not horrible. 1 to 3 is a little better. 1 to 3, you're getting plus 400. And the bookies have it at 7.5, so they're expecting 1 to 6 basically. So even I would assume even 1 to 6, you're getting plus money. But yeah, I like Crawford here. I think Crawford knocks him out. I think Crawford gets it done in style, and we hopefully get that Crawford Spence bout in the future. I guess we could touch on if you have any thoughts on. I know ESPN Plus. It might be on ESPN as well, but I know a lot of those undercard guys, those prospects, are fighting on ESPN Plus. Danny did an interview with Carrington. If you guys would like to see that, that should be up here on Pub Sports Radio. He's fighting this weekend. Danny, any big prospects to watch if the guys want to tune into that card as well?
I mean, there's so many. You already know, Bruce Carrington, Jared Big Baby Anderson, one of my favorites, Xander Sayas. Shit, man, there's so many. Keyshawn Davis, like all these guys, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. Zayas has definitely been getting like probably the biggest push of them all, besides the heavyweight.
Yeah.
And the heavyweight, he's actually in kind of tough with Forrest. Forrest has decent power. He's been in there with like credible competition, and it's a tough fight. kind of like Aiden did bring it up. So Daniel Dubois, I don't know if you saw that fight or
Dude,
what happened.
I've been looking for I literally was watching tape of his opponent. I'm like, please, just give me a reason to bet. I want to fade Dubois. Eventually, I will. I
Mhm.
didn't do it this time, but I'm like, shit. Look, that was close. He got rocked early and then messed up his ankle.
Yeah, so
But
Dubois went down in the first round, and then he took 2 separate knees, and
yeah,
he couldn't move at all. Where the fight was fixed to me, and where I think Aiden's bringing it up, was the
yeah,
stoppage. So Dubois hit him maybe with one halfway decent shot, third round. It's almost over. The ref immediately comes in, waves it off.
yeah. Quick trigger.
Yeah, and
I mean,
obviously,
he
yeah,
wasn't. It was early, but it's not like this. He wasn't swinging back, and he was rocked for sure. But you got to let these boys, you know what I mean, sling it and let him fall. But Aiden, I swear, I wish I'll bet Big Baby all day, man. But I don't think they'll give me a good line for that one. But we'll see.
no, I think that'd be a pretty tough fight to get made because,
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
yeah, Dubois
But
is basically fighting Europe exclusively, it seems. And then Big Baby's the big top ranked prospect. But hey, if they make it, I agree with you. I think
yes,
Dubois would get knocked out. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Can run through prize picks if you guys want somewhere to bet on props besides like a book. You can use prize picks promo code PUBSPORTS. Uh, I believe you're going to get 100% up to $100. So put the $100 in, get that 100 back. And I know we do have, as always, buy me a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/pubsportsradio. Any and all donations greatly appreciated. The coffee's $5. It helps the cause here at Pub Sports Radio greatly. We can go to best bet. Danny, best bet. I'm probably going to side with you on this one. I don't think we're going to have much disagreement
yeah,
till we get to the tank fight. But Danny,
yes.
best bet on this weekend's card.
I'm with you, man. I like the under. If you're giving me 7.5, I gotta take the under, and then I'm gonna probably take like around 5 or 6 or 7. Sprinkle those little lines around props. Maybe single. Maybe 6 and 7. I'll probably get like plus 500-600 each. So, but check me out on Twitter at Danny Betts because I'm gonna look into the undercard. There's a lot of fights this weekend actually that we're not gonna be able to talk about, but a couple prospects I'm looking at, and if the bookies give me a good line on a couple of these and the KO props, I might sprinkle those too. So,
Yeah,
how about you,
I'm
P?
right. I'm right there with you with the under. Under 7.5 looks very tempting. And then I'll go 4 to 6. I'll go 4 to 6 plus
Mm-hmm.
270. Then Crawford knocks him out. Like I said, this guy was getting rocked in like round 2 by Josh Kelly, and then Kelly. I don't know if he got tired or if he just refused to engage anymore. I don't see that happening with Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford knocks this guy out 4 to 6. And I know Aiden seems to agree with us. And yeah, that should do it. I know we got the return to Teofimo Lopez as well. Exciting fight. I'm sure he's going to steamroll his
Yeah.
opponent because
Yeah, that's the guy who he's fighting the guy who beat Mickey Garcia. Upset, remember?
yeah. So
Mikey
he'll
Garcia.
probably cruise to a decision, I assume. And hopefully he gets matched up a little harder, sooner than later as well. Yeah, that should do it for us, guys. Next week, I have to look. I haven't really seen much. I know holidays are coming.
It's an underrated fight next week. Michelle Herrera versus Frank Martin.
Okay.
That's a good one, bro. That's a little like people not talking about that one that much.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to look at because all I see now is the big
I'm
tank
pretty sure it's next
pay-per-view.
week. Pretty sure it's next week.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the fight, we can definitely break that one down for you guys. And then after that would probably be the tank pay-per-view because that's the first week of January. So that should do it for us. Any final thoughts, Danny? Like, subscribe, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment with your predictions about these fights coming up. Who's your favorite boxer? Whatever. We're here to talk about boxing, so hit that comments.
I agree. Frank Martin's a good prospect. Great show,
Yeah.
fellas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure,
Aiden. I'm pretty sure I've seen him. I just
Bro,
don't. Yeah.
I was wishing. You know who he had beef with the last couple months?
Oh,
Chris Colbert.
yes.
I was praying.
Yes.
I was praying to the boxing gods, please let this fight happen. Because I'm a
Colbert's
Max
a joke.
I'm a Max
joke.
Frank.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, I'm done with Chris Colbert. That one fight, the last fight he had, I'm done with him. He's on
Tank's fighting Garcia now.
Yeah.
Hector Garcia.
Yeah, he's on the I don't give a shit what you do list. You're dead to me. So I'll probably side with Frank Martin, but I'll have to watch a little more tape then. Appreciate all you guys watching. Nate, Nick, Aiden in the chat. All the new members. Love the support. As I said, I'm Preston. That was Danny. We'll be back next week. Guess we got an interesting fight for the fellas to break down.
Facts.
So we'll see you guys next week. So it's the main event. Talkin Hands. Peace out, guys.
Damn right, he's a fraud, Aiden.